So you're either looking to open your first bank account ever, or you've been establishing banking relationships your entire adult life, but you've never paid attention to the value of those relationships. And now you want to assess the way you should be approaching establishing these banking relationships. So today I'm going to help cover and let you know how to shop for the right bank and bank accounts that fit your situation, what you're going to need when you go to that meeting or if you conduct it online, and exactly what you should be expecting in that interaction. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity. I want you guys to take an opportunity right now to support the channel so the channel can keep supporting you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified. I drop videos almost daily, if not multiple times a week. So tune in and enjoy. Let's get started. So your first bank account, or again, you're looking to, you're going to be establishing a new banking relationship, or you're looking to switch banks. How is the best way to go about shopping for the proper bank that's going to fit your situation and the best account with that institution? You want to focus on proximity. So I recommend you look for a bank that's going to be accessible to you physically as often as possible, as often as you're going to need it. So check your general area, your demographics, locate, banks that, are going to be close to you and easily accessible and have multiple locations, based on what you need out of this banking relationship. So you want to decide, what type of experience are you looking for from your bank? Are you looking for, more efficiencies and conveniences, or are you looking for a more personal hometown feel? This is going to help you discern if you're looking for a smaller bank or a larger institution. And once you kind of get a feel for what you think is going to be most valuable for you based on what this particular banking relationship needs to do for you, then that'll help you start to sort out which bank you need to be choosing from. If you're looking for a bigger bank that's going to have multiple locations for convenience and efficiency, bigger institutions, more technology, then that's where you're going to want to look first. If you are looking for a more personal, intimate relationship, you want to be able to be known when you go into the bank. You want to be able to actually sit down, with your banker, who's usually going to be available for you on a walk-in basis or really quick appointment basis. Then you may look for a more regional or smaller local bank or credit. If you have the ability and that bank provides it, you're going to want to go online and look at as much data about that bank as you possibly can. This is going to help you understand the culture of that bank, what their primary focus is, and what their features and benefits are in their checking and savings accounts. You want to do this research in advance so you can at least get a ground floor understanding. You don't have to know the ins and outs of the bank and the bank accounts. That's not necessary. The job of the banker that you're going to be working with is to provide that information for you. But you do want to go in with a fundamental understanding. So you either want to call or go online and do a little research on this bank first. How do you start to discern the best accounts to pick for yourself? You need to determine what the account is for. Is this going to be your main checking account and savings account? Is this going to be your primary relationship? Is this going to be a secondary account for certain bills? Is this going to be a joint account for you and a spouse or a partner or a family member? Is this going to be an account for your kids? What is this account going to be for? That's going to be the first and most important thing that you need to discern. Next, once you get that figured out, what you need to do from that point is understand what additional features and benefits do I need from this account in order for what I'm trying to accomplish to function as smooth as possible. So do I need a lot of technology? Do I need, a lot of digital services to be able to manage the account? Is this more of an account where it's only going to serve the purpose of paying a few bills? Is this going to be a center hub account, for the household? What type of features and benefits do I need? Do I need online bill pay? Am I going to be selling and transferring a lot of money in this account? Do I need something to help me budget the money that's flowing through this account? Do I need digital budgeting tools? Would it be helpful to have credit monitoring services? What is it that you're looking for with these bank accounts that's going to help serve you the best? So you want to do that research ideally online, or you want to call in and start having those conversations before you go in. This is going to help to smooth out your meeting or your walk-in appointment and make it much more seamless, because once you have that figured out, when you go in, now when the banker is sitting down with you, what you can expect from that banker is to discover exactly what we just talked about. If they're any good at their job, which not all of them are, they're going to be sitting down trying to learn a little bit at least about who you are, what your goals are with this relationship, what existing relationships you may have going on, and how they can best serve you. So what are you going to want to bring into this meeting or this walk-in appointment when you set it? Proper identification, usually a government issued ID that is not expired, state or federal government issued ID. Number 2 is going to be usually some kind of verification, so supporting documentation. This is going to serve usually as a second ID. It may also serve as address verification, things of that nature. So you're going to be looking for an additional government issued ID or utility bills, other bank statements, employee pay stubs, or an official employer letter, stating that you work at that particular company that you're working for, things of this nature. These are going to be the things that will allow that bank to start properly identifying you and building out your profile and verifying that you are who you say you are, because obviously banks' primary focus is to limit or mitigate losses through fraud. So bring in the proper identification, bring in supporting verification, at least 2 forms of ID, social security cards, passports, government issued state driver's license, state ID, utility bills, bank statements. Bring these things in, make sure they're up to date, not expired, or no older than about 30 or 60 days, so current as possible. Once you have that, you need to be prepared, if the banker's any good, to have a conversation. They're going to ask questions. They're going to want to know things that you may feel like are private or intimate, and you need to give them as much information as possible in order for them to best serve you and make sure that you're in the best accounts, getting the best features for the best benefits. This is very similar to like your doctor. You're not going to go into your doctor and say, hey, I need you to make this prescription or prescribe this medication for me, and expect the doctor not to have questions about what's going on. Or if you walk in and say, hey, doc, I have a headache, and the doctor starts to ask you a bunch of questions to try to figure out what the source of that headache may be so they can make the best recommendation on medication, then you're not going to say, yeah, I have a headache, so just prescribe something for me. No, the doctor's going to say, well, what have you eaten? When's the last time this has happened? How's this feeling for you? They're going to go down the line. Your banker should be doing the same thing. And honestly, if they're not, then you should be a little suspicious. So once we've sorted out which bank is going to be the best fit for us, what we're looking for from that bank, we brought in the proper identification, and now we know what to expect. We expect that banker to ask questions, because their job, which we're going to get into in another video, is to expand the market share for that institution they're working for. And the only way they do that is to best serve the clients that they have coming in. So the only way to do that is to learn the ins and outs about their clients and their needs. So sort out whether you need a larger or smaller bank to fit your needs. You want to do your best to work on proximity, get institutions easy to access and accessible in other areas of your life. If you're traveling, you want access, or if you're in different parts of your city or your region, you need to determine, are you looking for a more personal relationship, or are you looking for more convenience, efficiency? Because you may not get both in the same place, unfortunately. You need to bring proper identification and verification, and you need to be prepared to start building a relationship with your banker and have them ask questions, and you be willing to discuss these things with them openly for them to best assist you. I knew this information was valuable for you. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Again, I want you guys to support the channel so the channel can keep supporting you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm dropping videos almost on a daily basis. I want you guys to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.